Hi, everybody. Welcome back to day 3 of distance learning from Mr. Muller's 8th grade science class. On the agenda today, first, we're going to talk about a recap of yesterday's assignment. Make sure, if you have not done so already, to go into the Google Classroom page like this, or you could go back to the daily distance learning agenda for 3-31 or 3/31, April 31st or March 31st, excuse me, and access the TED Ed Would You Live on the Moon video. Watch that, it's about 4 minutes long. And then go to the Google form, which asks you a couple questions. Would you live on the moon? Why or why not? What would you miss on Earth? And what kind of job you would like on the moon if you were to live there. Please, answer that in 5+ complete sentences. Submit that, and then get credit for that. If you've done so, great. If you haven't, make sure you get that done as soon as possible. Today, let's talk quickly about Miss Meyerson's post, which some of you actually know you shouldn't have gotten if you're 8th graders, because you just have me for science and you don't have her for language arts. But she posted a wonderful tutorial about how to submit and turn in Google classroom assignments. So I added that to every one of my classrooms. So if you go to Science 8 Hour 5, you go to classwork. It's one of the top things I posted here. So you can see right here, Miss Meyerson explains how to submit Google Classroom assignments and other things. So it's only 3 minutes long. She does an excellent job of it. You can see her screen as she explains the whole thing. I highly recommend you just taking a few minutes out of your day today to watch that. Okay. Wednesdays will be our advisory days, and we're going to try to stick to that. And I know none of you had me for advisory, but we're going to try to stick to 10 a.m. for every advisory teacher and every advisory student. 10 a.m. Zoom live meet every single Wednesday. Okay, so just keep that in mind. You can see some of this on the daily learning agenda for today. Talk about contact. So most of you are doing an excellent job of keeping up with the assignments, doing them between the 9 a.m. that they open up on that day and the 9 a.m. they're due the next day. So keep that up. Just understand that some of these assignments are going to increase in their complexity, and like for instance for today is a little bit, it's probably not going to be too difficult, but it's a little bit different from what we've been doing the last couple of days. So things are going to increase in complexity and get a little bit more difficult. There's probably going to be more reading involved and stuff like that. So just keep on top of all your assignments for science and for every other class so you don't get behind. Okay. The reason I bring that up is because if a student, for instance, let's say didn't do Monday's assignment, okay, 3 days later, if that still hasn't been done, you have an unexcused absence for my class for that hour. Like, you just didn't even show up that day. Okay. I have to then contact your parent guardian and, talk to them over the phone or however to ask them, what's going on. So if that becomes 5 days where it still has not been completed, the principal or Ms. Granovich will contact parent guardian and go from there. Okay. And at any time you get your assignment done and I can see that, then and if you get it done 3 or 4 or 5 days later after it's submitted, please let me know, because I'm not checking old assignments and whether people are doing them constantly. So it's just on your best interest to let me know. I can go back in and change it. We can go back in and change your attendance so you're not unexcused absence for that day, and all will be well with the world. So let's move on to today's assignment. So you can see under Mr. Muller, we're going to start our astronomy vocab journal. The instructions, whoops, I did not write that right. Instructions and link is what I meant to write. Instructions and link for Google document are on Google Classroom. Okay, so that assignment, I can pull that up real quickly for you. So you're going to click on the assignment. It should automatically make a copy for you, so then you can fill in your own copy. This is how it looks for me as a teacher. Yours is going to look different as a student, okay? But here's just an example what it is. Okay, so for each vocabulary word, I need you to type in the definition, and I need you to find a picture and or a diagram that best explains the term. Include examples or multiple pictures to help explain your understanding. The first word has been done for you. So for instance, we have satellite here, which is a body that orbits another body. For example, rings, moons, or GPS man-made satellites, right? Human-made satellites. Image and diagram. Okay, so that's pretty classic, standard human satellite. And then, of course, the moon is technically a satellite of Earth, according to the definition. So now you have a couple more. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more to do on your own. This will be worth 12 points. Okay, point for each box. A definition of all these, and then an image or a diagram explaining, better explaining what it is. So you can find that in your textbook, chapter 1, Earth, Moon, and Sun. And of course, if you don't have a physical copy, which you all should, or maybe you just don't even want to open it up, I posted back in Google Classroom all the pages, the digital pages for the astronomy textbook. So you can go through and scroll through and find all the stuff for chapter 1. Okay, you can see lesson 1 has satellite. Okay, and then you might have to scroll through all of chapter 1 to get all of these. Okay, some of you might be easier this way. Some of you it's going to be easier the physical, textbook itself. So that is the assignment for today. Don't forget it is first Wednesday of the month, April 1st, Anti-Bullying Day. So wear your orange if you can. If you're going to be on live video chat Zoom with your advisory teachers, if you catch this before you do your Zoom live video chat. Okay. Any questions, please do not hesitate to email me. Google Chats works really, really well. Okay. And like I said, as we start ramping up in these assignments and getting more complex, you're going to have questions. So Google Chats is a great way for us to message back and forth real quickly about an assignment and, not have to wait for an email and all that other stuff. So, so let me know if you have any questions, and good luck and enjoy your day. Thank you.